What's up, guys? It is I, once again, Yusuf Al-Saned, and today, guys, I want to review Simon Verhoeven's 2016 horror/mystery thriller called Friend Request, and it has a very similar plot to Unfriended, which was released, I think, the same year. And I watched that movie, but these two movies, I can see them being compared to each other by people, but they are totally different in how the main characters are portrayed, especially the twist to Unfriended, which really made a lot of people upset, especially when they discover who the main character was and what kind of person she really is. But in Friend Request, you have Alicia Debnam Carey, who is known for playing Alicia in Fear the Walking Dead by AMC Network. I absolutely love her. She's the reason why I watched this movie. And Alicia plays Laura Woodson, and she's a university student who's having a very happy life. She has many friends who love her and family members who adore her, and she's doing great in university. And one day she receives this friend request from a girl named Marina Mills, and Marina very much likes Laura, and she sent her a friend request, hence the title of the movie. And Laura accepts because she's curious about this girl, especially her artwork, which are gorgeous. Marina is a very gifted artist, and she has a keen sense of art, and so Laura and Marina get to know each other for the first 2 weeks. But Laura starts to learn that Marina is very obsessed with her, and she constantly stalks her online. And because Marina is a very insecure, emotionally disturbed, lonely, sensitive young girl, she takes offense to how Laura has been avoiding her, even though that was not her intention. Definitely on the day she was celebrating her birthday, and Marina didn't take too kindly to Laura ignoring her, even if it wasn't intentional, and she commits suicide. And yet, despite Marina committing suicide, somehow, some way, she's able to stalk both Laura and her friends and kill everyone she loves dear, and to make her understand what it's like to be lonely. Honestly, guys, after seeing this movie, especially a few months after seeing Unfriended, I was really heartbroken by how this movie concluded. It's really sad because watching Friend Request, it has two major themes which I was able to spot. They are obsession, of course, and how it drives us insane, and the idea that social media has become our own addiction. Whether you're into social media or not, there are many kids nowadays, especially in this day and age, who are using social media a lot, specifically Facebook, and how it's become an addiction, and they label this as internet addiction disorder or something like that. And it's really sad knowing that this is what our society has come to, especially with knowing that there are these kinds of kids or young people like Marina who are very lonely and look for companionship or friendship or whatever you call it. And it's really sad to see how that breaks them down to their weakest form. And seeing what she does to Laura and her friends, even if they meant her no harm, it really does break my heart. And compared to Unfriended, this movie has likable characters you do care about, because Unfriended, you have the cliche guy who likes to get drunk, you have the girls who are very flirtatious, you have the good girl, you have the jock dude, and you have all these cliches which is just so annoying. But in Friend Request, you do like Laura and her friends, from Izzy to Olivia to Tyler and her other friends, and it's just really sad to see what happens to them, you know. And as you learn more about Marina's backstory and how she came to be this very lonely, insecure, overly sensitive person, it really does break your heart. Because, guys, honestly, I saw a bit of myself in Marina, because knowing there's a dark side of you, a dark side you're trying to keep at bay, and it's always there, no matter how hard you try to run, that darkness always follows you, and it does consume someone, both emotionally and mentally, and it destroys destroys us. Those elements are what really makes a great horror film, guys. The idea of loneliness and how it destroys us, especially when integrated with the obsession that people like Marina have over a specific person, knowing that they idolize them, they admire them, and they want to be like them, and they really have no confidence in themselves to move forward in life, and they have no other purpose to live, and that's what drives us to commit suicide. Those elements in itself really do scare me, guys, because this is what horror films should do. It's not about the monsters or the supernatural. Horror movies nowadays are so focused on trying to shock us, trying to like add more gore and more sexual content for the sake of itself. Psychological horror is the most effective horror, guys. And this film right here, while it's not the best example, it's a good example of how psychological horror can make someone feel both unsettled and truly terrified. And I was terrified watching this movie, guys. And you know, guys, I don't share this with many people, but there aren't many things that scare me except for two. One is failing to keep my promise to my dear, very close friend who I love so much, the promise to see her someday, and the other is the idea of being alone. And those two things really do scare me, guys. And watching this movie and what happens to Marina and of course Laura and everyone she loves, it's just, it's heart-wrenching, you know. And this movie got, I think, 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's unfair. And guys, to be honest, Friend Request, despite some flaws it has, mainly with some characters who weren't that well developed and a few jump scares which don't derail the movie and the story and the characters, it's one of the better horror films released. And I do think that Simon Verhoeven did a great job in the movie, directing it and co-writing it with the other people who are among the writers. The main theme I really love so much by Gary Go is the theme it plays during the credits and the one that plays throughout. During the credits there's like this remix of that theme I mentioned. I really do like it. It's very catchy, and obviously it really is a sentimental song or music that gets to you. And honestly, guys, the performances by everyone is great, especially Alicia Debnam Carey. I really love her a lot, and she proved why I love her so much as an actress, especially when you see her in Fear the Walking Dead and then you see her in this movie. She has range. I can see her doing great things in the future besides just horror movies or horror shows with zombies and stuff. I really do love her. I think that she has a great future ahead of her. Between Unfriended and Friend Request, I do recommend you watch Friend Request, because Friend Request has characters you do care about. It is one of the better horror films released in some time. I do think you guys will enjoy it. That's the end of my review on Simon Verhoeven's Friend Request. I'm sorry if I butchered his name. I can't really pronounce, you know, a name from the Netherlands, but hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please like, comment, subscribe if you wish. And if you want to see more from me, then please check out my gaming channel where I do Let's Play series, gaming content, all that kind of good stuff. Until next time, peace out, take care, adios, amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.